All right. Hi, everyone. This is Fallon O'Brien. I'm here yet again with another trusted vendor of mine. We had actually met a few days before this and took a video at his restaurant, I should say. This is where he does his business out of. And he walked me through his processes, shared with me a couple of his meals. And I thought his story was just so interesting with the come up that I wanted to hop on this Zoom so he can tell everyone his story.
Thanks.
So, reintroducing Mr. Mackinnon Beaton.
Thank you, Fallon. Mackinnon Beaton, but I go with Mack for short. Mack from
Yes.
I am a chef, I guess you could say, or a owner of a small business that does meal prep, whatever you want to call it. I wear many hats. I could be an accountant, I could be a florist, whatever. But bottom of the line, I cook meals for people and I love doing it. I cook meals out of Slate Bistro, which is a restaurant out in Camarillo, which is across the street from Camarillo High School. I've worked with the owner there, Vincent and Annette Pillard, for about 10 years now. I've been working with them since they ever opened 2088, which is on the Boulevard in Old Town Camarillo. I got there in 2012, and I got there 6 months after they had opened. And I was just a busboy. I was a busboy, a dishwasher, a barback. I wore all the hats. So basically, I was the yes man of a staff of like 10. So I pretty much worked all the days and I hustled. And, that was kind of like my job description, basically. And I worked there for about 6 years. And then in the time, I think around 2017, 2018, Vince and Annette decided to sell the restaurant. And in that time, they had opened up 2088. In that time, they expanded the restaurant. They had opened up a restaurant, which is across the street, which is called Boulevard Burger. They opened up a catering company. But right around 2017, they had sold the restaurant and I was left at 2088. I was just there, not working with Vince and Annette anymore. So they took a year hiatus away from restaurants. So in that year, I was working full time. So I was working at 2088. I was also working at Yard House. I was working at Lure Fish House in Camarillo, just doing anything I could to put myself through college. And then right in 2018, that's when Vince decided to open up Slate. And when he opened up Slate, he gave me a call and he's like, I would like you to come back over here. And so I said, yeah, sure, absolutely. So I worked as a front of the house server while in college, and then I just liked cooking. So I started doing meal prep out of my house just for some side cash. And when I started making some extra money every Monday, I started cooking for 1 to 2 clients a week. That was just my friends. And then all of a sudden, after 2 years' time, it turned into every single weekend I am cooking for 8 clients a week. Every single Monday, I was cooking for 8 clients a week. And I was cooking 80 meals out of my house. This house, the house that I live in right now, I was cooking 80 meals out of my house. And then I approached Vince. I was like, hey, I don't know what to do. I'm cooking for the most amount of people and I'm cooking the most amount of food that I've ever cooked for before. What's the next step? And this is kind of hovering around 2020 now. And this is right when the pandemic starts to kick in. And right when 2020 kicked in, I lost my job at Slate. I didn't have any hours. There was no hours to give. So I was in full meal prep mode. That was it. That was like my full income. That was it. And then so I asked Vince, I was like, what do I do? What's my next step? And he said, well, we're closed on Sunday now. Why don't you just move your operation to the restaurant? And I've literally gone from a side hustle to now a full operating business. I couldn't operate in that kitchen unless I got approval from the city, approval from the health department, approval. Like I need to actually be a full licensed business. So I had to get an LLC. I had to do all this stuff. And now, 4 years into doing meal prep, I'm now cooking for 40, 50 clients a week. And it's now a full blown business, and I found it by accident and it's crazy. It's just crazy that I'm here right now.
And it's something that you love.
I love doing it.
That you're passionate about.
I'm doing it. It was an accident and here we are.
And I think making food is a love language overall.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's an art too. So
could not agree more.
Yes. And let me just say, those meals that you gave me the other day, I ate all of them.
Oh, thanks.
Hours.
That's dope. And they're vegan too. So
I
like
know. And
that
I
kind
think,
of speaks volumes, I think, because like like I mean, you have to be extremely selective with what you eat.
yes.
And
Yes.
I made two dishes that were you could eat that were vegan and didn't have
Yeah.
any.
And just to let you know, I am very picky.
Okay, so
I'm very picky. So as soon as I started munching on, I mean, first it was the oatmeal. That one got me.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then I tried the eggplant curry with tofu.
yeah, yeah,
Oh my goodness. And then right after that, I went to the sweet potato with broccoli and tofu.
yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
And
That
the,
that
the
tahini.
dressing was,
Yes.
yeah,
What was it? The tahini?
it was like tahini dressing. Yeah,
Yes, that was amazing.
awesome.
The flavor within the broccoli, it was, I don't know what you put in it, but I like
Literally just salt
char
and
it.
pepper. It's
And
literally just
then
salt
like,
and pepper.
oh yes, okay. So I think it's the way you maybe roasted it or charred it.
Yep, in the oven. Yeah,
Everything soaked in so well.
awesome.
And what I think is really interesting is that during 2020, everyone lost their jobs
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot.
Hmm.
And you found a way to come out of it even better than before.
Yeah, it's I was, I tried filing for unemployment during that time just like everybody else, and I just wasn't able to get through. So to kind of just supplement some income, I was like, all right, I need to get some type of income going because my revenue stream is now done. So I got a job at Sprouts up in Westlake, and that kind of held me over for like 4 or 5 months while I could kind of figure out what I need to do for what's my next step. Because I know Sprouts was not an end all thing. I was just like
Yeah.
using this to get some income again. And then right at 5 months, that's when Vince was like, "Do you want to move your operation over to the kitchen?" I was like, "All right, see you later, Sprouts. I'm done. We parted ways. We don't need each other anymore." And
Yeah.
then it was full on Max Meals. So
And I've noticed that a lot of entrepreneurs were born within the pandemic, and
yeah,
all of those entrepreneurs are so passionate about what they do, and that's what I love the most.
yeah, it's such a privilege doing what I'm able to do because not a day goes by that I mean, there's not a lot of friends that I know that are doing what I'm doing, and
Yeah.
the fact that I'm able to do what my skill set does for people, the fact that it adds so much value to these people's lives, that is, I mean, I'll die on that hill. I will die on that hill.
Mhm. And you
I
have such a wide range. You're not only focusing on one specific group.
Yeah, no,
For instance, you having vegan options, that's amazing.
yeah,
Like we talked about before, there's not a lot of vegan places or even vegan options around Ventura County. I
mhm,
think it's barely starting to grow in a way.
yeah,
And yet, even those, they're not the best for you.
yeah, 100%. It's like all fried crap, and it's like fried this, fried that, and it's like you can make something healthy and still make it vegan. And
Yeah.
it still be good too.
Yeah. And I feel like that's the biggest misconception about converting into veganism.
Yeah,
Now,
100%.
what the hell am I going to eat?
Yeah,
I,
exactly.
I can't quit the steak, the this. I need my protein, but there's so many sources and so many it's all about the creativity.
And that's where I come
It
in.
is.
That's where I come in because I have to show
Exactly.
people that you can eat this and it still has a decent amount of protein. It has everything that you need, and it's
Yeah.
still good and still amazing. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't. You have to eat it now. You have to eat it.
Well, thank you
Taste
so
it too.
much, Mac. I really appreciate you. And
Thank you, family.
I love your story, and I think you're just going to be a rock star within what you're doing.
Stop it. Knock it off.
It's going to get bigger and bigger.
Knock it
Just
off.
know that.
Stop. I'm blushing.
I swear,
Stop.
like you have such talent compared with your other talents. You're a comedian too,
I
and you love connecting others together and bringing them
do.
into the community.
I really do.
So I think this is just part of your chapter, and just wait and watch.
Stop it.
I love it. Thank you again for joining me with this Zoom call.
Of course. Of course. Thank you.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on, guys? My name is Mack, and I'm the owner of Max Meals, and we are a local small business meal prep company. We are here to take care of your nutritional needs. So basically, if you are tired of cooking and tired of cleaning up, Well, let us do it for you. What we can do is that we have packages of 5, 7, and 11 meals. We also have snack packs. We have overnight oats for breakfast. I mean, take the stress out of cooking. We'll do it for you. So you can order all your meals at maxmeals.com. The website is live on Monday for your menu, and then it closes on Friday, because why? We do all of our cooking on the weekend, and it's ready for pickup and delivery on Sunday. So head to Max Meals, and you are to be sure to have a gourmet experience in meal prep. There you go.
Yes.
Okay. This is a peanut butter and jelly overnight oat. We also have snack packs, which comes with just a mixture of things: grapes, celery, cheese, peanut butter, pita chips, and then we're going to go over to our meals. We have a Mexican chicken bowl here with black beans and the fajita mix. We also have a barbecue tri-tip bowl with a squash medley and brown rice. We also have a green curry. It's got eggplant, broccoli, tofu, all for our plant-based lovers out there. And then we also have a tofu bowl with sweet potatoes and broccoli and brown rice as well, with a sesame tahini dressing that goes all on top, and it's just amazing. And so we always offer a plant-based option along with our conventional options as well, just for everybody. So get your Max Meals.